Welcome back to the Sports Wrap on this bye week with our Patriot insider, Andy Gresh.
Sports, it says it right there. I'm pointing to sports. It says sports right there. I'm doing the weatherman thing.
I'm trying to pound you.
No, I'll leave you hanging. Sorry. If I wouldn't do it for little, I'm not doing it for you.
You don't pound?
No. People are filthy. I don't know where your hands have been.
Knuckles aren't filthy.
I know you like a certain restaurant that is, you like the Chipotle, so I don't want to touch your hands. Did you have that?
No, I didn't have it tonight.
All right. Sorry. It's not that I don't love you. Cripes, I give you a hug before I do that. At least there's clothing. You're covered.
Yeah, all right. We'll keep it clean here. Patriots, we're going to play either the Texans, the Bengals, or the Chiefs heading into this weekend. They, of course, get the Chiefs. Is this the worst-case scenario?
No! I can't believe it. I put a thing out on Twitter being like, well, it comes up Patriots again. You don't have to deal with Cincinnati. To me, Cincinnati was a bad matchup because of their defensive line. And you look at times last night against Pittsburgh, their D-line was dominant and that defense is nasty. So even though the Chiefs did play very well, the Texans did everything they could to help them win that game. Right. And if you look at Kansas City consistently, Yanni, they're not a big scoring team. They're probably, there's the scoring and then there's scoring offense. I'd say they're a 17-point game offense, but they get good turnovers. They get help on special teams, as we saw yesterday. Right. So they're a complete team, but they're not this. I'd rather play them than have to deal with Cincinnati, even with A.J. McCarron.
All right, I would have taken the Bengals, actually, but we'll agree to disagree. 11 straight for the Chiefs. That has to mean something. The Patriots have lost 4 of 6, but momentum is kind of fleeting when it comes to entering the playoffs. Do you buy into the 11 straight and them having the momentum?
No. I don't, because every playoff game is different. And you had from regular season to wild card, now to divisional round. And, you're not going against a bunch of ham and eggers now. You're going against the world champions. And you're going against people who know how to play in this spot, who know how to make home field advantage work. Right. And there's a big coaching mismatch here. One's playing chess, one's playing checkers. And Andy Reid's had a pretty good year, but this is the round of 8. This is where guys like Andy Reid's teams, they get just run out.
It feels like he's due for his clock management snafu.
Oh, of course. Of course. He soiled himself multiple times against the Patriots.
A rematch of that Eagles-Patriots Super Bowl when Andy Reid led Philly. Jeremy Maclin, by far their best offensive weapon right now, is a sprained ankle. We thought it was worse last night. A big injury to monitor. How different are they without him?
Well, they really don't have anybody else other than Travis Kelce. And Kelce was a stud yesterday and played really well. But without having Maclin on the outside, I think you can take him away because you can play then inside out, and you got Malcolm Butler to run around. I don't think Maclin, I heard high ankle sprain. Yeah. When you hear that, that's tough. And even though Brady had one, he's at least had 2 weeks to be able to get himself in a position to play. But the turnaround on such a short week, travel once again, because remember, KC went down there. That's just a tall order. I don't think he's playing.
Bill Belichick acknowledged in his conference call today that he will use some of that blowout loss in 2014 to the Chiefs on Monday Night Football when the dynasty was dead onto Cincinnati. We all remember it. What do you take away from that blowout loss? If anything, it was 15 months ago.
That was the day that Tom Brady drew the line in the sand and was like, we're going to get better as a group. And that's where it was, is Brady done? Remember? It was, it's Jimmy G time. Yep. And he went, it's like what Bugs Bunny used to do with Yosemite Sam, drawing the line in the sand. And it was like, nope, this is my job, and we're going from here. And that's exactly what they did. Remember, that was also the night that the Stork ended up playing, and the rest is history. Yeah. That O-line came together. The Stork has not had a great year. Clearly, there's some injury issues there. He's got to play great in the middle to make sure they don't get those A-gap blitzes to get to Brady, because if you can get to Brady up the middle, he is not good going left to right, and he will make a bad decision if you can get to him.
All right, divisional round. I think we have the best 8 teams left. We have Pittsburgh versus Denver, New England, Kansas City, Carolina versus Seattle, Green Bay, Arizona. So a really good weekend ahead. I want you to touch on that crop of teams. But first, worst field goal miss in NFL history today?
Boy, that's pretty bad, man. It was right there for Walsh. and he just yanks it. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. And I hurried to the radio because I wanted to listen to Paul Allen, the Vikings guy, and he kind of sounded like Castiglione, oh my God, a pop up. Where's the strychnine and serpents? I mean, it was like that. It was pretty awful, but yeah, I mean, that thing was a chippy. In terms of the playoff games, look, all those road teams all played great.
Yeah.
Kansas City, I don't think wins in New England. I would have picked Pittsburgh if Roethlisberger didn't get hurt. Look, if he finds a way to miraculously be Big Ben, then I think they're going to beat him, but I don't think he's going to. So now I got to go with Denver. Green Bay, Arizona's tough, but I'm still going to go Arizona in that one. And I think Seattle's popping Carolina.
All right, yeah, everything turning up for Denver. They got the bye. They got a banged-up Steelers team. They, of course, if they win, they will host the Patriots should New England win. All right, Gresh, good stuff. We'll see you on Wednesday and Thursday, and you'll be with us on our post-game show on Saturday. So a lot of Patriots upcoming. Much more from the Sports Wrap after this.